welcome to the show. This is the Lenny Reed Pod. I am your host, Lenny Reed. This is episode 168, and today we are talking about two chicks, two broads, sister wives. Not more, we can go into the marriage part of it. That's the sister wife part. But we can just go into basically having two women. Can you handle two women? At the end of this pod, I will give my answer on how I feel about it. And most of y'all probably already know what my answer is. But before we get into that, please, if you mess with this podcast, if you've been with me from the get-go and you would like to support this podcast, whether it's merch, whether it's become a Patreon member, let me tell you something about that Patreon. It's about to be lit. I'm about to have my own little Netflix over there, have interviews, all of that stuff, and it's only $1 a month. But anyway, let's get back to the show. In today's show, I wanted to get a little bit disrespectful, okay? Can y'all bear with me with a little bit disrespectful? I gotta tell you, hold up. Yo, shout out to Porsche Experience in Atlanta. My old lady, she, I guess it was like a Christmas present, but this was the date that we went. Went down there, went to their little museum, rode around the track. Let me tell you something. That light is killing me, though. That light is killing me. But I'm going to rock through. No sunglasses today, okay? No sunglasses today. I'm going to rock through. So we get there, everything good. We get there early, probably like 11 o'clock. And we went through the whole thing. They talk about Porsche history and all of that stuff. So at the end of the tour, now it's time for a demo ride. And I'm thinking a demo ride is what? Just, you got a little computer game, little simulation of you driving around the track. I've never been in a Porsche before, so I was a little bit, ready to go. I was a little bit anxious, if I must say, right? So my old lady, she got in the car in front of me. She dipped off, and I got in the car that came up next. So I was going to record this experience, but he was like, we're not allowed to have you guys record. You might drop your phone. And I'm like, seriously, I've been in a lot of cars. I'm not going to drop my phone. So at the same time he's saying that, he's revving up the gas and holding on the brake. All right, that is called launch mode for anybody that don't know. So you hear the car revving up, and then it took off. I could not even swallow, and I wouldn't be able to hold the phone up, so I truly understand that. But that was a dope experience, man. So I want to shout out to Porsche, and one day, hopefully, one day I will be back for this beauty right here. This beauty right here. If you can't see it and it's just audio, it is a GT3 black, red calibers. Come on, man. Okay, let's get to the show. Let's stop playing. Get to the show. So, ladies, listen. This show is mainly for the guys, but y'all can stick around. Y'all can stick around and y'all can hang out. And if I have any questions for y'all, I'll just let y'all know, and then y'all can answer it any way y'all can. Okay? Now, one thing I know is the future of relationships is over. What do I mean by that? The good old days of courting a woman, talking to her for a long time, because you don't understand something. When you talk to a woman for a long period of time, and, y'all probably never met. When you talk to her for a long period of time, y'all get this weird connection. You get this connection like, oh man, it's like I've known her for years, and she probably saying the same thing. I knew him for years. That doesn't happen no more. And another thing is, with the advent or the invention of the internet, it sort of messed up the whole, finding a girl, getting to know the girl, and that's your only girl. Before, you was only privy to the girls on your street, the girls in your class, and, girls that you came across on a bus or walking or driving or whatever. Now it's different. Now it is, I can scroll. I'm seeing girls in Sydney. I'm seeing girls in Europe. You over there liking it. You probably send them a message or something. I don't do that because of my situation, okay? But anyway, that particular situation is different now because it's no longer the girls that you run into daily. It is the freaking world. You have access to every girl on the planet with this particular app. Okay? So, on that note, what is the future of relationships like? Is there love anymore? Is it just lust, ass, and tits? I'm talking to the guys here, okay? Is it just lust, ass, and tits? Okay, so another thing that we probably need to figure out in this situation, there is not enough guys for the women out there, okay? There's a certain percentage that's married, okay? There's a certain percentage that's gay, and they're not even looking at y'all women. So, and now you have the single guys, which is probably a large number, but when it's compared to the gay guys and possibly, I don't know the stats, so don't kill me for the stats. The gay guys and the married guys, I'm guessing they outnumber or somewhat similar to the single guys, right? So, the women today has a possibility of somehow, getting in where they fit in with the married guys. And that's basically what this podcast is about. Sister wives. So, how would that work? Let me break it down to you. It will be in a situation where you are married. This is for people that's already married. You're married, and somehow you have a flexible wife, which I doubt, but let's play the game today. You have a flexible wife, and she is cool with another female in your situation. Now, this particular female, I don't know, she is nice looking. She's to both your wife's standard and your standard. Or in many situations, your wife doesn't like females sexually. But what she do like is to keep her man happy. Okay? So, in like a small little micro sense, she would probably let another woman into the house. The sister wife, right? In many cases, to be real with you, it's not going to happen. Because I think there is an age range that would not accept that whole sister wife dynamic in this situation, right? Now, from what I'm hearing, a lot of younger girls are sort of open to sharing. The older girls, they are not open to sharing. They are more old school, and they sort of lean to where they lean at. So the thing is basically, what is the future of relationships if all the guys are taken, and nowadays, women want to be the number one. They want to be numero uno. But a lot of them is basically don't care if they are number two. Quote unquote, the side piece. Now, the side piece is heavily valued in certain situations, okay? If you're having stress with your wife, if you have other things that's going on in your life, and she is the total opposite of your old lady, your wife, whatever you call her. The side piece comes in handy. Now, I know I'm going to get kicked around by the women for this conversation, but I am being honest here. Now, the exception of a sister wife, the exception of another girl in the house, is basically bringing the side piece out of the shadows. She is out of the shadows. Come on, side piece. Come out of the shadows. And And that's basically what you're doing. Now, the first part is getting that partner to understand that, listen, babe, I want to talk to you about something. I think we should have more help in the house. Now, if she's stupid enough, and I'm going to say stupid because I can say that because there's a small number of people that's doing that. If she is naive enough, I'll say that better. If she is naive enough to let you have, a second choice in the house, and that slowly becomes a thing. It slowly becomes a part of the norm. And if that happens, you will see, sister wives, side pieces coming out of the light and coming into the house more often, right? That's probably what happened. So, the next step is you have to look at yourself. I have enough with just one old lady. I can't imagine two attitudes, two different situations, two different point of views on my point of view, two different directions that I got to take. It's a whole bunch of stuff that comes. And I know a guy just think about sex. Oh, I got two women. I see Monday and Tuesday, and she Thursday and Friday, and I split them up for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? No, it's more than that. You have to bring the attitude in that fold. You have to bring their situation in that fold. You have to bring the arguments in that fold. You have to bring the two girls clashing in that fold. Now, you take it a step even further when you add kids. Now, this is that serious polygamy right here. When there are kids involved and, you have kids with her and you have kids with her. Now, what would they be? Yeah, they would be brothers and sisters, right? That'd be kind of weird, but yeah, they would be brothers and sisters. And the two hold up. What would they call each other's moms? Mom? I don't know. I don't get that part. But the thing is this, guys. Can you handle two women? Look at your situation right now. Whether you got a nice wife, a nice girlfriend, she's there for you, and everything you say, babe, I'm going to, this island with the guys. Okay, sweetheart, have fun. I just hit here and I clean up the house and I do all, those fake women that don't exist. Or do you have the real woman that has issues with you going certain places, have issues with you buying certain things, have issues with you having certain friends, right? Take that and times two. Take the sex out of this, okay? Take the sex out of the sister wives. Can you mentally, can you physically handle it? Physically handle it. You have to, physically satisfy two women. You're barely satisfying one. You walk up the stairs, you're out of breath. You walked up one flight of stairs, you're out of breath. How the fuck? I gotta stop cursing. I'm sorry. How are you able to take care of two women? How is that possible? I know it's romantic. Having two women is romantic. Can you handle two women? So this is another thing. A lot of people need to just stay in the shadows with their side piece. Okay, now, if you want to try this out, if you want to get a taste of it, right? And you're not in a relationship, you're not in no form of marriage, no form of serious relationship, what you want to do is try an experiment. Holler at a girl and then tell her your situation or what you're trying to accomplish. and holler at another girl. And somehow see if you can handle two sort of like friendships or girlfriendships, right? See if you can handle two of them. You know, they want to go out to the movies. They want to go to the mall. They want to hang out. You got to split it, right, at times. You got to go here. She want to go here. She want to go to this place. I mean, you just constantly, you can barely handle one girl, but you choose two. So you want a sister wife. I mean, it sounds beautiful. Now, if you're good at that and you're good at juggling two girls, right? You got it down pat. You're good at juggling two girls. Everything is good. Now it's time to take the next step. Now, I know personally that if you get two submissive women, I think there's a possibility that something really magical can happen. First of all, you're getting two submissive women, two feminine women, right? Two feminine women. How do you even ask a woman that? I need to talk to somebody. I need to talk to somebody that that is in this kind of relationship. And if you want to talk to me, just hit me up at Lenny Reed at Gmail. LennyReedPod@gmail. I would like to have you on the show. If I can call you if you're not in town, I can call you in. I want to know how this process works. I want to know, because this is very baffling to me. Now, I know how to run game, from my olden days. I still think I got it. I'm not sure. But how do I make this woman, how do I tell her? Because I know you got to tell one first, right? To get the other one. That's how it works, right? You tell one that you already have that you want another addition to your little circle, right? That's how it works, right? I'm not sure. So once you're able to master that technique, and you got this one on Monday. Monday is her day. Let's call her Michelle. Michelle has Monday. Linda has Tuesday. Michelle has Wednesday. Linda has Thursday. Now, Michelle has Friday. See, that don't even make sense. Like, somebody got an extra day. Now, a lot of people think that majority of these sister wives situations, you have both the women at the same time. And that's not how it goes. Majority of them is, well, from what I've seen, I don't really know, but majority of them are one per day. Now, they probably have some that everybody sleep in the same bed and they sort of intertwine. Everything is just molded together. Now, that's probably different. That's a different scenario that can go. But it's just baffling to me. I know I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I can't handle it. I can barely handle one that I have. So it'll be a little bit hard for me. All right, so another thing is, how much money do you have to make to support these two women? Now, if they both had a job, let me break down a perfect scenario for you. If both the women had a nice job, like one was like a lawyer and the other one was like, I don't know, a real estate agent, right? One a lawyer, one a real estate agent. They both got nice bodies, long hair, nice bodies. They both pulling in $100K a year. But minds, it's like I can't put that together, because for them, both of them to be under one guy, it's like something mentally is wrong. It's like, it's hard to put those women in that category, right? At least for me. But just imagine, let's play the game. So she bringing 100,000. She bringing 100,000. It ain't no kids. No kids, right? No kids. Her name's Sophia. Sophia's the lawyer. Sophia's just like, she bring her own food. And Imani, I guess Imani, right? Imani is the other one. She cleaning up the house. And you watching the game or something, right? You just watching the game. And then she's like, hey baby, I brought you food. You know what I'm saying? And then the other one say, hey babe, I'm gonna get you some beer. That shit is so fake, yo. That can't happen, man. But like I said, somebody out there doing it. Somebody's out there living their best life. But if they're not making money, how much money do you have to make if you started out in the girlfriend phase? Like if you found two girls that was cool with it, how much money you would have to make? Now, if on the fact that they are living with you, that's different, right? So I don't know. I would love to talk to somebody that's in this situation. I would love to talk to them and see, how is this possible? Now, having kids, like I said before, that would be difficult. But that puts me to polygamy, and I'm not trying to go down that road. I'm looking at two nice-looking, beautiful women under your household. And, it just seems beautiful on the outside wrapping, but I just see a lot of trouble with it. Now, would this ever be a thing? Would this ever be a top contender of being in a relationship? No. I still see relationships going on for years and years, and somebody have something on the side, right? Somebody has, I know of people that they've been married for 10 years and they had a side piece for 8 years. So basically they have two wives, basically. Legally they have two wives. But what women have to understand in this process, that there is going to come a point that you really you really shouldn't care if a man is in a relationship. Or I'm seeing it now. Women now, they really don't care if you are married. Because they just want to be loved. They just want their back rubbed. They just want, a warm spot in their bed next to them. And they don't care. Now, it's a little bit under the cover now as far as how people feel about that. But I see it slowly reeling its head. I see people so slowly is really coming to grips and saying, to the point that a ring on your finger is a beacon now. It's like, well, he's good enough for somebody else to grab him. I'm cool with having him 20%, right? I'm cool with a couple days a week. It's better than nothing. And I think that's what's happening slowly and slowly. I think women are at a point that they are willing to share. Okay? We know this. Some care. Some guys, they will try to hide it until the girl gets to know them. Now they're having fun around them, and then the guy will reveal that I'm married. Some get mad. Some, say I don't care. Some don't call you back. They just disappear. It depends on the situation. It depends on, I was about to say how desperate the woman is, but that's not the case. Because I can imagine it's hard out here trying to get in a relationship. It's hard out here trying to stay in a relationship with the internet, Instagram. Instagram is the damn devil, yo. Okay? Definitely if you got the algorithm all jacked up and all you see is women, it's the devil. But anyway, my conclusion to this is this. Sister wives are having two girlfriends or two wives. I just use sister wives because it's catchy. It's basically a fad. It's basically a scar on your leg. Meaning that you have the whole other part of your leg, which is regular relationships, and you have this little scar, which is people that have two girlfriends or two wives. Right? It's not legal. It probably never will be legal. But this monogamy shit is not a thing. It's not real. Nature is not like this. So this is a fantasy that you will have a guy with one woman and one woman only. And if you do, cheers to you. Salute that man, because he is fighting against every bone in his body, every cell in his body, because it's not natural to be monogamous. I know that sounds very messed up, but I am telling the truth right now. So if somehow you have a guy like that, either that nigga is crazy. No, I'm just joking. Give that man a salute. Give your man a salute, young lady or old lady. Give your man a salute, because that is not it. Animals are not to be with one animal. A mammal is not to be with one mammal. A man is not to be with one woman. Okay? I know I'm rambling on. So, the point of this story, as far as me, the circumstances will have to be very, very good. My circumstances today, it won't happen today because my old lady ain't having that shit. But just say I was in some alternate universe. And I started from scratch. And I'm very successful. Money is not an issue. You take this one on this trip, you take this one on a cruise. Oh shit, y'all both going, all of y'all go on the same cruise. So all of y'all go on the same trip. Y'all all sleeping in bed together. It's like either it's separate between them two, right? It's separate. Or every day it's a threesome. Every night it's a threesome. It sounds very, very it sounds very beautiful if you're looking at it at that lens that I'm looking at. But that lens is a fake lens. I see a lot of arguing. I see a lot of, you was in her room longer than you was in my room. I see a lot of that. And what if one is better in a bed? What if one is sexually better? Somehow you would make her have more days than the other one. You don't think she'll pick up on that? So that's basically it. How I feel about sister wives is it has to be perfect. Everything has to be perfect down to the T for it to happen, or for it to work, for a long period of time. And when you add kids into that mix, now you in some weird shit. Okay? You in some weird shit. So keep it fun, keep it young, and try not to bring kids into that. You know? That's all I got. So the moral of the story is, ain't nothing wrong with two women, but maybe you got to keep your side piece in the dark. All right, everybody, get out of here.